Welcome to Fire Virgo Tarot. I am a tarot reader and intuitive. Shout out to all my lovely Fire Virgos. All right, Virgo, let's see what's popping up. Ooh. Okay, we got a little twin flame situation going on here. Now, you could be into the whole story where you're born, your soul is divided into two, and you spend the rest of your life looking for that other half, and it's usually embedded in that of a romantic partner. Now, if you're not into all that, a twin flame is just somebody that you're very deeply connected to. You only have one, right? We have several soulmates, right? A soulmate could be a friend, a lover, family member, but a twin flame, we only have one of them because of the way that they complement us. They're our yin to our yang. You can only have one yin, you can only have one yang, right? So this card says yin and yang, zen, union, duality, coupling, and complementing each other. So whoever this person is here, Virgo, feels like you guys complement each other the best. It's not about, oh, yeah, Virgo's better for me, or Virgo is the more ideal option. It's Virgo is the best for me, or Virgo is my only option, right? Now, what's interesting sometimes about the twin flame dynamic, and again, you could be into the twin flame story or the twin flame theory, but you also don't have to be, and that's okay because this will still apply. But one thing about the twin flame situation that's not always discussed is the fact that it can be a highly triggering union, highly triggering, because it's one thing to have a soulmate, right, where you guys are completely aligned on so many things. But when you have a twin flame, it almost makes you look at your darker self, right? Or your lower self. It makes you look at, or it mirrors back to you, the undesirable aspects of yourself as well. So this relationship doesn't have to mean that it's always perfect here, Virgo, right? So let me know down below, because this is definitely a situation where you guys hold up a mirror to one another and you don't always like what you see. All right, you don't always like what you see from this person here, Virgo, and this person doesn't always like what they see from you. All right, wow, look at this. The mirror is looking right at me. Virgo, I feel like when you look at this person, it's like they're looking right at you. Someone could be born February 12th. Now, I'm also getting another energy where whenever your birthday is, Virgo, you guys have this very similar numbers in your birth date. Maybe the same birth date, but other than that, it's similar numbers. Okay, so your birthday could be, let's see if I'm not going to butcher this. Since you're a Virgo, let's say your birthday is September 4th. Their birthday can be April 9th. Okay. Give me more here, Spirit. Please comment down below if that's you. The September 4th and April 9th. I don't think so, though. Ooh, so this is twin flame of separation. Yeah. Especially with what's going on with you two now. I feel like with this separation, it does talk about missing you, thinking of you, yearning, and unsure of the future. So whoever this is that you make feel so strongly and so deeply connected to you, Virgo, they're definitely yearning for you right now, because there is, I want to say, a lack of certainty in you guys' long-term, or your ability to stay with each other long-term. I feel like, Virgo, I'm getting this on both ends. I can't quite pick the culprit, not right now, because I feel like, Virgo, sometimes you get in your mode where you don't want to be bothered, you're annoyed with them, you're cutting them off, air quote, and they get into the same energy. They get annoyed with you, they're bothered with you, and they're cutting you off with the air quotes. So it feels like this energy that I'm picking up on is very similar, which I wouldn't be surprised, because you guys do this mirroring thing. So if this person kind of pisses you off, you're like, okay, well then I'm not going to be the most easygoing because this person pissed me off, and vice versa. It just seems like a bit tit for tat, but I think because you guys are so alike, but sometimes don't realize it, it's something that you guys are constantly in this battle of who has the ball in their court right now. Okay, now I just want to clarify with the Future Higher Self deck, and then I want to get into the tarot. I just want to see what this is. Clarify the twin flames, please. What is the twin flames? Okay. So overall energy says apology. I'm sorry forgiveness through mutual understandings. Right now, you see this person's got their little fingers crossed behind their back. So I feel like somebody just wants to get back in your good graces, right? Even if they're not truly sorry, Virg, they're just somebody who's like, you know what, this is ridiculous. Maybe I should say sorry. But if I say sorry to my Virgo, doesn't mean I have to completely mean it. I could just say it so Virgo's not mad at me anymore. So it feels like your person is willing to do whatever to make sure that you guys are okay, even if their sorry isn't the most sincere, Virgo, is what I'm getting. Yeah. All right, under this, we also have denial. It says failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles, or addictions. It's almost like your person doesn't see their wrongdoing and how they treat you sometimes, or in how the relationship goes. They don't see that there are consequences to their poor actions toward you. Okay, so we have the twin flame card being clarified by manifestation. Law of attraction, thoughts become things. So this is definitely meaning to me, Virg, that your person is tired of missing you, tired of being separated from you. So you see this person is holding up this huge magnet, and obviously they're trying to manifest you back, or they're trying to do something to get you back. And thus far in their mind, they're like, okay, perhaps an apology will be sufficient, or I hope that the Virgo can see that I can be emotional, or I can be vulnerable with Virg. Because you can see here that even though this person is apologizing, they might not mean it the most, but the person who's on the receiving end of the apology, which I'm reading as Virgo, this person is sad. This person is crying. So this person has seen you vulnerable before, Virg. This person has seen you emotional. I'm not exactly sure what happened to cause this kind of response from you, Virg, whether you actually cried in front of them, or you were just very open and honest with the feelings. I feel like I'm talking to a Virgo who has been transparent with how you felt and how emotional this thing has made you. And I feel like your person, it's like they appreciate it. They try to honor the fact that you're being open and transparent and vulnerable. But there's also a side of them that can be immature to where they don't know how to match that energy. They don't know how to be someone who is completely open and transparent, just like yourself. Right? So now they're kind of left in this state of yearning with this separation and now needing to manifest you back. Let's see what the second card is. It says, pay attention. Look out for signs from the divine. Acknowledgement of red flags. So it's interesting because we have these clouds and lightning, thunderstorms, all type of adverse weather conditions. And it's perhaps I just got to, some of you guys hung out on the last time you hung out. It was really crazy outside. It could have been hailing or lightning, something really crazy outside, something that doesn't happen all the time. You could have seen while you were with this person, or you could have spoke about these inclement weather conditions with this person, right? So let me know down below. But this clarifying the separation, pay attention. That lets me know that your person is starting to look at things or look at their behaviors a bit differently than they were once looking at it. So let's just go a little bit deeper into this. For my Virgo, clarify this energy. Because it's saying acknowledge red flags. And it's like, yeah, they're red flags. Okay, what is this energy here, Spirit? For my Virgos? Ooh, threw a card on the ground. Oh, wow. As I just pointed to the lightning and the thunder. And so something about lightning, Virg, or lightning brings that unexpected element. It's loud. It can be scary. It can be mystical. It could be beautiful. It all depends on who's looking at it. So I feel like with this energy, especially if you're dealing with a Scorpion, does not have to, but we do have that heavily here, or Scorpio season could be very significant. So I'm getting around the beginning of November, Virg. Right, the beginning of November, something about the beginning of last month could have been really a pivotal moment in you and your person's relationship. But with the Tower clarifying, pay attention to red flags, it makes me feel like your person is starting to feel like you look at them as a walking red flag. That perhaps everything that they do or everything that they've said at some point in their life when it comes to you maybe wasn't true or was something that you should have paid better attention to. They're looking at you as someone who thinks that you should have cut them off a long time ago. Because in their mind, they're like, damn, all I bring is inclement weather conditions. All I bring is stress to my Virgo. But they're hoping that you can see the beauty in it, because many times Tower moments are unexpected. They can bring some sort of upheaval. But after the Tower, that's when there's a possibility for healing, right? So I'm getting star card energy, Aquarian energy. There's a possibility for healing after a tower hit. So your person's like, well, I hope Virgo is overlooking at it as a red flag or overlooking at it as just a stressful event. I hope Virgo can see like, okay, yeah, that was messed up what I did, or what happened wasn't ideal. But I hope that Virgo can see that on the other side of this, she and I or he and I could come out better. We can heal. There's still hope. I hope Virgo still sees hope. Okay, so how does this person think that my Virgo is viewing them? Let me get a tarot card on that, please. How does this person think that my Virgo is viewing them at this time? How does this person think that my Virgo is viewing them at this time? Oh, your cards just keep flying out, Virg. All right, we got 3, so I'm just going to take this top one. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. They feel like you look at them as somebody who didn't make good on their promise. Right? Like they talked a really good game, or they showed some really promising signs of stability. That's at least how they think you feel about them. But you never quite, Virgo, were on the receiving end of this stability. It reminds me of someone who talks about, oh yeah, I've invested this, or I inherited this, or I've made this kind of nest egg. And it's like, you ain't give me no inclination that you got money yet, right? Where's the money? Do you still have it or not? And I feel like that's a very, like, not great example, but that's what it reminds me of. Somebody who's almost braggadocious about certain things or how they are or what they've accumulated in their life. But yet you see no evidence of that. And I feel like, Virgo, that's kind of how they think you look at them. Almost like somebody who talks it, but they don't walk it. They'll say it, but there's no action to back it up. So now they feel like they left the Virgo in a state of wonder. Like, was this person ever honest? Did this person really either, have these possessions, or did this person ever really truly care? Was this person ever really going to be committal? So I think they look at you as somebody who is just not sure about your experience with them. You can't quite say for sure, oh, I know that this person was crazy about me, or I know this person was going to give me this, or I know this person was going to do this. Virgo doesn't know anything. Virgo doesn't know shit. Right? Virgo can't quite feel confident about how this person acted toward them, even if it was nice, because now, as Virgo reflects, there's no evidence that they were going to do what they said. And your person is looking at you that way, like, damn, I didn't follow through on what I said. I hope Virgo doesn't see me as a walking red flag now, or I'm just a man, or I'm just a woman who just talks my ass off, but doesn't know how to back it up. So what was it that brought Virgo to their tipping point? Yeah, what got Virgo to this point of being so unsure about this person? I'm wondering if it was this tower moment, or did you find some sort of red flag, Virg? Okay, Hangman in reverse. One thing about you guys is, like, you guys would separate, okay, Hangman upright, but you guys would also find your way back together. And it's almost like, Virg, when you found your way back together, yeah, things were moving. But it's kind of, I guess I'd explain it as like falsely moving. It's like you guys are moving but not making progress. Or I'm getting that quote, don't confuse movement for progress. And I think younger Virgo did. I think the more infatuated Virgo confused movement for progress. So for example, what does movement look like? This person calls you, you guys are hanging out, it's good times, it's good vibes. But although you're with them and you're in the moment and you're having a good time, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're making progress, right? It reminds me of somebody at work who's just doing this. But it's like, yeah, you might be busy, but are you busy working, or are you, what's that saying, Virg? Are you busy working or busy doing nothing, pretty much? Let me know down below. My Virgos always know what the hell I'm trying to say. There's always at least 2 people in the comments. Oh, hardly working, or are you working hard or hardly working? That's what that feels like. But you can't quite tell because it looks like you're working hard, but you could be hardly working. You could just be typing up dummy, 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 and nobody would know. Right? So yeah, it feels like that energy, like my Virgo's figuring this out, like, damn, was this real? Now, another thing, I keep getting a lot of water, right? So we have Pisces, we have Scorpio, we have the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is all water energy. So somebody here could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Those seasons could be significant, but I'm also getting emotion. There's a lot of emotion. I feel like a lot of emotion from you and a lot of emotion from your person. I'm not quite picking up on if it's current or if this is how it was. Maybe at some point you guys were both in your feelings. I feel like this person also did a really, I guess it was flattering, Virg, where you might not have been talking to them and they maybe contacted you several times instead of just the measly old once. They commented, not commented you, communicated to you several times, and then you finally answered. It's like, hey, Virgo. Virgo doesn't answer. Then it's like, Virgo, I really miss you. Virgo didn't answer. Hey, Virgo, I would love to meet up with you. I know you're upset with me. Then Virgo answers. So I feel like this person did something to make you feel like they really wanted you or made you feel really sought after. I don't know why that's coming up, but perhaps it could be something that they're thinking of doing again. The month, we also have something about 12. So it's just reminding me of the month of December, Virg, right? Which we're obviously finishing up, but that could also be something significant to this union. Okay. Give me more, Spirit, on this person's energy toward my Virgo. Oh, we have tomorrow. So that's my very soon card with their energy toward you. And at the bottom of the deck, we have I'm on the way. All right, Virgo, so I'm going to take it to the extended. I'm going to get your person's next actions toward you. They're truly feeling but do not have the courage to say, as well as what you're not expecting, and the likely outcome. If you're interested, everything is down below in the description to the extended. I'll see you in a minute.